Welcome back to MACNA 2021, Supporting an Equitable Trade. Our next speakers, Sagar and Meneeka Gurroby, reside in Mauritius and have been in the marine aquarium industry since 2008 with their export company, Ornamental Marine World Ltd, and as Reef for Life, which has launched in 2017 and offers the marine aquarium hobby to the local people of Mauritius. They have been present and participated in MACNA 2014, as well as various interzoos and European Union aquarium curators, where in 2015 they were a speaker. Here at MACNA 2021, going to be speaking about Island in the Sun, adapting to a changing aquarium industry. Welcome to MACNA 2021, guys.
Hello. Everybody. Hi, Kevin. Thank you very much for having us to talk and share a little bit of our story on how
our journey in this industry. And yeah, we have so many nice things to share with you guys.
Despite the fight, me and brother, this competition around. But I think we managed to stick together, right? We still send each other. So it's going to be a nice talk. I think it's a nice sharing on how we got to build our hobby, to be present and to evolve in this industry. I think it's a really nice journey. Thank you again, Kevin, for giving us this opportunity to share our story.
So let's get started.
Everybody, we are from Mauritius Island, where Mauritius is. It's a tiny island in the Indian Ocean near Madagascar, as you can see here on the map. And here we are situated, our company, small island, Mauritius Island. How we started with Ornamental Marine World is through my father. He has been a collector for more than 40 years now. And that's the only job actually he has always done since the age of 16, right?
Yeah, he started
collect
in the 80s.
Yeah,
that's where he started.
He started with Paul Geoffrey and eventually everyone. I like this saying. A friend of ours has said in his talk, Tan Hoff, your hobby is my work. That's so true. When he said that, he was at that talk.
Yeah.
He was like, this is so true. As a collector, you guys, your hobby, that's his work. That's what he's doing. He collects fishes for you.
That's where he gets his food. Your hobby
is my work. So me and my brother, we've always grown up with my father aboard the ocean. We've always seen fishes.
We feel connected with the ocean, and we've seen the evolution of our ocean in Mauritius, and we are here to also talk a little bit also about our marine ecology.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for listening and appreciate the work that we do, especially my father. He's been in this industry for so long now together with us, and what we are known for, that's one of the reasons why we are
still around,
I would say, is because our sustainable and selected fish collection. Why sustainable? Because my father and the team, even my brother, they go down and they select the fishes that we need as per the order of the client. They take out time to do proper decompression so that the fishes is less stressed. And then when it's taken out, we make sure that the water is clean, it gets well adapted in the aquarium, that the fishes get acclimated well, not only because of the temperature, but also with the food.
Yeah.
You make sure
we feed them, we make sure on the quality
of the water.
And my dad has a philosophy also of less medication, less stress. But he wants the fish to be strong immunity. And when the fish comes to your house, to your home tank, they are strong,
already well acclimated. We have actually 3 nice videos on YouTube that you can actually see it on. The link is here, but I can share in later on the question and answers.
And some rare people, in some rare occasions, when my dad felt comfortable, he also bring those people. Yeah, he teach them, show them how he's doing his job.
Yeah, actually, Ari de Jong is among the few person who's been here to collect.
Even Jack
Adam, Florian, Schuran. We have a couple of friends who got lucky to go diving with him and do fish collection.
There's nothing to hide. We have everything to actually share.
Okay. One of the main reasons besides sustainable collection is the fishes actually that we collect. Some of them are endemic, some of them are regionally, like Indian Ocean specific fishes. Some of the fishes have variations, and we have actually, why we put discoveries, because like we have been able to put some new fishes in the market. I think we have been able to
since the
contribute,
beginning,
right?
Yeah, there were fishes that we would just have the common name, but when they arrived, especially mainly in the American market,
the US market was a real good market where the people were so they are so interested and passionate. They want to ask you, have you seen this fish? Do you know this fish? They send you pictures, and then that's when we actually grew and get more into this is another fish that we can get in our region. Oh, this is another fish. Then the sharing will go to that.
Even for us, we are like learning about own fish.
Our own fish, the tiger tail Kuro beauty, when we collect, we ship. It's only when the client gets it, they could see and take the picture that this is different.
And they value the fish also, which is very nice. They value the coloration, the patterns,
or even the chromis on the side. I would say this is a chromis opercularis, but afterwards we actually saw that it's a chromis torquati, not opercularis. So that's the interesting thing about it. We have been able to put the beautiful pencil ras called Pseudojulius xanthomos, and then the Macropharginodon Viviane ras, nice shot by lemon, and some nice fishes that Mauritius Picasso trigger, our Mauritian clownfish,
which is now banned, unfortunately.
And I think one of the best antias is our Couperi antias. It goes so well, adapts so well.
I would say very hardy fish, very, very hardy antias for the reef tank, or
One special fish to mention is the Halichoeres pelliceri. Why special? Because we've always shipped the female one, and then the only picture of the male pelliceri was
back in the
80s from Daniel Pellissier himself.
The late Daniel Pellissier.
Yeah, and we actually got lucky. We found 2 species of male, and one we shipped to Quality Marine, and that's a shot from them, and you can see the difference and the involvement that from one picture to the other. You see the age gap. This is like 1980.
We weren't even born probably when.
When he took that picture. That's amazing. Another nice and one of my favorite fishes is the Mauritius flasher ras. The picture from Kevin Cohen, the alpha male on the top one, it's one of the best shot, and the one from Lemon also, it's really, really cool. You can see the variation, like from a female it grows to a male, and then the alpha male. Yeah, that's the US market was the best market to take it, right?
Yeah.
Another nice story, actually, it's the hybrid gem tang. Back in 2014, when I was at MACNA, the key speaker was Dr. Luis Rocha, and he was speaking about hybridization, about fishes in the Ocean, actually, and Somalia and all. So when I got back and I was talking to my father and my brother, like, have you find something different? Have you different, like hybrids? He was like, no. And irony of it, like months later, they found a hybrid gem tang, and so far we collected 4 of it, 2014, 2015.
I know there was one which was shipped to Sweden, and one to Ted Krugman,
and one I think was to.
I don't remember.
So anyway, but it's a really nice fish. The one from Ted Krugman grew out very nice. Yeah. The last picture on the shot. And another hybrid was the hybrid police zebra tang, Polizona tang. This tang, I should say, thank you to Jake Adam. He was the one pushing me, actually.
He was basically chasing
me. Meneeka, when are you getting me a Polizona tang? When are you going to get me a zebra tang? And I should say thanks, because thanks to him, we were able to put this ship fishes on the market. And you can see a convent tang and a hybrid zebra tang to a full Polizona tang. There's a difference on their markings, 5 bar, 7 bar, and the 9 bar, the Polizona tang. It's really interesting talking about hybrid, because sometimes we weren't paying attention.
I've actually also found hybrids among the thalassoma, but we haven't been able to put a picture of it.
Or sometimes we actually see, my father would say, oh, this clownfish looks different. So we don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot to discover, I believe, about Mauritius.
Another nice fish from here is the Santopes debilius. I think most Santopes debilius were collected by the great Daniel Pellissier, the deep diver from Mauritius. And after he passed away in 2018, right, at the age of 72. And we were happy that he was working for his last 3-4 years with us as the deep diver for our team, and he that's his passion, collecting fishes, and he wanted to collect, so we were a platform where he could bring his fishes.
You know that he almost stopped his career, and when you started, so when we started, he got like again it ignited again the passion about going deep again, and he said he will stay strong for us. Yeah, and he was sharing it. Also, we got a chance to exchange so many knowledge
with
about
him.
fishes.
Yes, and he knows so many people. It's really good. And thanks to Daniel Pellissier, we got the opportunity to actually exchange with the great Dr. Jack Randall when actually in 2015, right?
Yeah,
you and Dad.
End of 2015, exactly.
You went diving.
We went collecting, and we saw a fish which looked very similar to the Halichoeres pellissieri. But except that this had two horizontal yellow line, and we said this is something different. And then
I normally whenever I have fishes, whenever we find fish that I don't know, I just write to Louis or Lemon or Jake. I say, do you know this fish? Do you have this idea of this fish? And then nobody came actually with an answer. And then through De Jong, we shipped 2 specimens to the US to Dr. Benjamin Victor, who was working actually with Jack Randall together. So we shipped it, and in 2016, in July, actually, it got confirmed that it was a new RAS. And since we were the one we actually found it, so it was named after our family, and we feel very good that my father's work actually was able to be memorized in a fish, and it's a beautiful fish, actually. A nice shot from Quality Marine. That's the best shot we have.
And currently, I think De Jong Marinelife
has a pair. Yeah. He was the last one to have it. So yeah,
should we get a bit more serious, I guess?
No, not yet, but yes. Okay, so the fishes were a nice way to learn about the demand, what were the people asking for. But the visit of Jake, Adam, and Florian Schuran to our family in 2013, by the way, was a trigger, because
defining moment.
It was a trigger to us, because they say, you guys need to come out, you guys need to see, you guys need to meet other people,
to be known in the hobby,
to be known of what you're doing. You guys are doing great, actually. So both of these people, these wonderful people, they gave us 2 nice opportunities.
So in 2000, so they visited us in 2013
and 2014.
And actually, in 2013, there were question marks about our future, I have to say, because there was some challenging time for us, and we had question marks on how to diversify in terms of our business, our collection on fishes. What could be the next level?
How can we be better?
What could be better? Yeah, and I remember I was talking with Florian Schuran. And there was say, hey bro, what about what do you think? Should we continue the way we're doing the job? Is it good? He's saying, guys, I think you guys, there's still more steps for you. And what about participating at the Interview 2014? And so basically so we came up with a very unique idea. We proposed for the first time a double drop-off tank, and there was a unique shape. And obviously, another uniqueness about this tank was livestock, all
from Mauritius, fishes. And it was actually to say the mangrove with the black rock, lava rock on the top, with the shallow water and deep water. It was just a nice mix.
We wanted to show Mauritius through a tank, so it was an idea. So just talking with him, and this idea
came up,
and
it was the first time that actually we went to an international platform. It was the first time we were meeting people from
we knew
everywhere.
People
we knew through mail or heard of, and it was interesting,
But then meeting them in person, and this makes a huge difference. And during that time also, I remember Jake Adams was asking Meneeka because I met Jake Adam at the interview, and said, oh, it would be great if one of you guys are coming to
MACNA.
And I think that that's probably there.
That's the idea that came up. And then MACNA 2014, Jake sent an invitation, and the Schuran people sponsored the trip. And here I was meeting all those lovely people that I have been in touch with, meeting Vincent Chaya. And Lemon was one of the great milestones of my life, because it changes everything, you know, the bond, the sharing. Tony, Hunter, Randy, Kevin Cohen, a lot of people actually. I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone. I'll try to catch up anyway. But yeah, this is interesting. MACNA was really interesting, meeting everybody, you know, in the industry, meeting the hobbies,
sharing your passion from that side
from collection. You know, the good thing is, like, when you're meeting the people, they know the fishes, they appreciate the effort that are behind behind that fish. You know, when you see a fish from Kevin Cohen in his aquarium, the Flasheras, for example, it's not just a picture of Flasheras, it's the picture of our effort.
Exactly, something to be happy. So continuing on that vibe, so I got the chance again to have a speech. Actually, again, it was Florian Schuran. They invited me to talk about sustainable collection for the public aquarium display. So there was a European Union Aquarium Conference Council, and they asked me to represent them and talk about Mauritius and the fishes that we were collecting. We were collecting, and actually we were sending fishes to European aquarium, public aquarium, via
de Jong.
And we didn't even know, but de Jong Marinelife has they are doing it the right way. And we didn't. It was a great platform. And during the OIAC 2015, I got the chance to meet more people. Which is connected to the aquarium industry. The public aquarium also was something which was very new to us, and it was great to know what they were expecting from collectors, and we got a chance to explain them how we were doing it on a remote island. And you know, for them, public aquarium, because they are on education. It's great to know
sensitize people.
Yeah, it's good for them
to know where the fishes come from, actually.
Definitely.
And really, I need to thank Ari for that, Ari de Jong, because he has been very supportive, always been here. He has actually come here personally to come collect fish with my father and see how we are doing things. And he appreciates us, our effort, and I should say, and he has still been supporting, and I should say really thankful to him that he's still behind us, I would say.
And I got the chance also to visit a coral breeding facility in Germany, which was really inspiring. So every time when I'm visiting Germany, I really make sure that I'm visiting Mr. Koralenzug Wendel. So he's based in Germany, in near Speyer. So that's one of my inspiration when it comes to corals in this industry. And thanks to Florian Schuran also, who did the installation for him. And And 2015 and 2014, we had this going and want to meet more and more people
from the industry, and how they are doing things.
I remember I had a conversation with Ehsan Meneeka. We are meeting these people at the conferences, at the fair. So, you know, maybe it's different.
We should go there.
We should, like, why not go and meet
them
people
on their workplace?
How they're doing it. So shout out to you, actually, that you gave me this opportunity.
Because actually with MACNA, we have some nice connections. Ehsan Dashti, Julian, and Lyle, and Koji, even Chunkai. You meet a lot of people on a professional, let's say, platform, and then it's different when you go see how the work is being done actually. So they were really nice to receive my brother. Right?
I got the chance to visit them. So I visited the Hong Kong market also, and after Hong Kong, I did Bali. So that's where I met Vincent, see how they're doing. So of course, I was more interested with the fish part because they were just starting with a fish facility. But also it got me an introduction into the coral breeding, coral farming, coral mariculture. Really nice session there with Vincent, and I would say definitely Vincent among one of the most knowledgeable people when we're talking about corals.
Definitely.
And moving from Bali, so that was a long trip. So Bali finished, and then I went to the Philippines. I visited Bonnet Schutman.
Obvious.
And what I liked there about Bonnet, he's always encouraging the locals about net fishing. You know, because Philippines is very well known for cyanide fishing, and Bonnet was really making sure that
people are
educated into catching fish in a sustainable way.
Yeah,
I found it very cool actually.
And he is also trying to do he's doing coral culture.
No, he's doing it for restoration.
For restoration,
yeah,
that's really good job. And after that?
And after that, I had this in my mind because I met Laila at the Oya. And I said, I saw Laura's speech, and I was very interested because I saw a lot of things
similarities
into their way of doing. So thanks to Laila,
and
Julian Badger, of course, Badger. Hello. So they gave me this platform. I got the chance to visit the facility, talk to the guys, so different department at Kent's Marine. And
well organized.
I would say very well organized, and probably I would say if we're talking about the market, in the current market, they are definitely on the benchmark.
Yeah.
Definitely a benchmark. They're doing the right way. They're doing the good work, and so this.
Europe into zoo, you meet people on the international. You meet. I got to meet Vanessa and Dustin actually at the Interzoo 2016. You know, people from USA. You meet people from everybody when you go to this pet fair.
Different background,
different
importance in the aquarium chain.
Yeah, we also get to meet our.
So let's say
importers also.
Let's say at the end of 2016, we were really pumped and have a lot of ideas what we could do in Mauritius, and then came. This is
Marine Aquarium Conference in Europe, where you do good exchange, right?
I was with Florian from New Wave, so his new company.
Alex Abis, Joe Wayulo, Tanhoff, Tony, you met everybody. And after that, we had a point, and then 2000 since our start till 2016 the work has been really flowing up, and then after 2016 there was a steep decline in our number of export. From 46 it went to 27, you know, and since then it really continues to go down, but the decrease, I would say, from 46 to 27 made us think what happened,
what's next for us, and
the struggles and the drawback. What brought that drop was, one of the things was the rigidity of the local government, because after 2016 we have seen so many things, the coral culture that you have seen we actually been able to visit Jamie Craggs at the Houten Museum, by the way, both of us. So this brings, you know, new ideas. We can do culture,
so many things for the island, for the hobby.
But yes, the government, they have put rules. We had limited quota, so we couldn't send a lot of fishes. There's a limitation of about 10,000 fishes per year, but we ship less normally. The maximum we ever shipped was 8,000, I think. And then restriction on fishes, they have put restriction on certain fishes. We can't send the clownfish. Now we can't send the flasher wrasse. So, and then there's new rules, rigid legislation. It's slow process. Whenever we make a renewal for our permits to collect or even to send fishes, it takes months. Sometimes, you know, it's so embarrassing sometimes for us to go and just knock out is my permit ready? Is my permit ready? It takes months, and the procedures are so long. You know, we've been here in the industry for so long now,
and they control us so much. Every single fish leaving Mauritius is controlled.
Every single entry, fish. All the fishes that is being caught, we know them. All the fishes are before it's being shipped, it's being controlled at our place. We get audited also every year, 1 or 2 times a year. It's really controlled here. We are doing it as per procedure. We are not complaining about it. It's really good to have a certain procedure. Sometimes it's too lengthy sometimes, and but that's one reason, because the government are not so open. We've made I think
there's a lack in the framework for ornamental fishes,
because we are the only one actually doing that. And also we've made since the beginning, we have made 2014, 2016, we've made 2-3 proposal for permit to do coral culture, actually, to do reef restoration, and part of it, a certain percentage of it, to sell to the market. But that also went in vain. You know, the process is such a way that, okay, they take your request, and then they just stop it in between. You don't know if it's going forward or not, you know.
Yeah, and when we ask them about changing the laws we're talking about 40-50 years ago, probably, they're not willing to change the laws. And come on, we have to wake up, you know. And I don't know why they're so reluctant to do amendments in the laws. And there are so many laws that even locals don't know. So I think it's a time, and I told Meneeka,
from the local people, from the local authority, it's time a little bit to put a little bit change, to be more positive about what we are bringing. Like we want to do culture, we want to do breeding. Not only, it's just not commercial, but for a good thing. We want to be able to do some restoration. And then
if we amend the law in a way that allow us to be more sustainable, and yet all our activities are clean. I think it should work. It should be like that, but we're not there yet. So that's a big drawback for us.
We have been telling also to the authority, right?
I have to add now one big issue about Mauritius being in the Indian Ocean. So climatic change is having a really negative effect on us. Really, I would say
cyclones.
See, in the last 10 years, we've seen the decline in the coral reef of Mauritius.
Yeah, coral bleaching, more algae around.
Yeah, more algae outbreaks, and I also see that
less fish now.
There is not a fixed season
for fishes. It's so unstable.
Yeah, sometimes there is a season and you don't see that much fish, actually.
Normally the fish season is in the summer. So October, we should be able to start finding nice fishes, small fishes. But my father says we are only seeing them like in December or January. Well, it's like 2 months.
And we don't see the same quantity as
not like before. There's a real depletion in the number of stock.
And also, it's the nurseries. I think there's not enough projects about reef creation. All the projects that are ongoing on the island,
it's very slow.
They are all school projects based on the 80s, and none of the people, I think there's except one NGO that I'm going to talk about. For the rest, all the people, all the NGOs, so-called NGOs, they are still using the old school way of active restoration, but it's not the right way. Well,
also very setback.
One of the big limitations
is the competition from abroad.
It's a competition from abroad.
There was a change in supply of fishes because there's abundant availability and quantity of similar Indian Ocean fishes from countries like Madagascar, Kenya, Maldives.
Emerging countries.
Yeah, they are selling at a much cheaper rate because our freight here from Mauritius, it's so expensive comparatively. Then the fishes the price of the fishes gets more higher. That's the problem, because Mauritius Island is called the Paradise Island. It's the peak, one of the top island destinations for tourists, and the freight here, it's so expensive that it makes it difficult to compete with the cheaper prices, and also we don't have that much quantity compared to them.
Yeah, and that was not our goal. The quantity.
The quantity.
It's really the quality.
But then after all, we could see there was but since this emerges, our quantity decreases as well. There is because there's the Mozambique Channel, the fishes are around the same area, so there is an impact at the end of the day.
It could be.
I think so. Anyway, also one of the more very big drawback we saw was that other exporters were able to not only export fishes but also invertebrate corals, live rocks, cultured corals, or cultured fishes. We are not yet there. We only have fishes.
Yeah, even if we would want to do corals,
we are not having.
They are still very reluctant about that.
Giving us permit, unfortunately.
So this
brought us to think
and make a reflection if we want to be in this hobby.
We made one last we made one last chance.
Yeah.
We participated in the Blue Economy Challenge.
We participated in the Blue Economy Challenge of Australia in 2016. I was approached by a few people and they asked me, hey, you know, and we heard that you have networks, international network, people who are working on coral culture, restoration.
So we wanted to bring that idea here.
So we thought, oh yeah, it's a good thing. And so the Blue Economy Challenge was about creating a concept which would be viable, economically viable for the locals, and at the same time, which was going to, in the end, be of good for the environment, for the marine ecology of Mauritius. So I came up with the idea of reef restoration. But in the process of reef restoration, we were going to use land-based facility, land-based aquariums to grow corals, make them more resilient, and we would also have a sea-based garden, which local fishermen would be taking care, and then we would have used the tourism industry to participate. Yeah, to participate, and they would donate into that. But we went there with this proposal. We went to the ministry.
We went also to the ministry with this proposal, but
they look at this, say, "Oh, that's a good project, but very interesting."
But
and then again, at the end of the day, it's like they didn't say no, but we've never heard from them back after we've exchanged 1 or 2 emails. We've never heard from them.
Yeah.
So probably the project has been freezed, and I think this could have been the end for us, actually, the end of 2016. But we are not that type. We love the hobby.
We love the hobby.
We love the people, and
so after that, we came up. We met.
So there was 2 people that played a very important role after 2016. So again, it was Schuran, and the other person is Dennis van Houten, who is one of the biggest wholesaler in Europe. So we told them about an idea that we had since a long time, and we thought it was the right time to do it. So we thought about launching marine aquarium on the island.
Because ironically, this island, we have a lot of freshwater aquariums.
Yeah, for a small island, there's of 1.3 million people. Actually, freshwater aquarium is pretty popular here, and we've had people asking for fishes, but we were quite reluctant. But I told Meneeka, I think this is the right time. We've had enough knowledge about, we have enough knowledge, we have enough support, we know the people, we know the products,
we know what works. And then with the support of these 2 people, we were able to officially.
So we launched the aquarium, the marine aquarium concept in Mauritius. So that was one thing which would have kept us in the hobby, because we are also hobbyists at the end.
We also hobbies. We love the aquariums, love fishes.
When we launched, we got so many people, so many positive feedback. People say, oh, these fishes are from Mauritius. I remember during the launching, and we were in a shopping mall. People were like, oh, these fishes are from Mauritius. And it's like 95% of the people of the island
also was asking, like, are they freshwater? They don't even know.
Yeah, and also we couldn't put the live corals. We had to use artificial corals
from local
to make it more like saltwater. But the fish are enough actually in the end. So
that's our uncle, by the way.
Yeah, with me, and you can see that
he's also a diver.
But I'm looking happy.
Oops. Yeah.
So we introduced some of the biggest brands in the hobby, brands that are represented by Dennis van Houten, and some of them, of course, we buy directly. But like New Wave, we buy directly. But these are the brands that I found out to be very reliable when it comes to pumps, products, the food.
So actually, we were able to bring some marine aquarium hobby products in Mauritius. We are actually the first, I would say the reliable one, because we know those products. So we are the one who knows those products and can bring it in the industry and value it,
And we are proud to represent these brands.
Yeah.
So the idea, I have to say that one of the idea behind bringing the marine concept had the educational part.
Yeah.
Because
we got the opportunity.
So based on that, we were also invited by the ministry, actually, again, which was good. They say, hey, there's a World Ocean Day in June, so would you
like to
participate and show something? And we came up with the idea. We showed them
a small reef tank and
a system which was a polluted system.
And polluted.
We wanted to hit the people using an aquarium. What are the animals that are in our ocean? And most of the people didn't know anything about. They didn't know. They see fishes which you can see near the shore, but there are so many things about. There's so many beautiful things about Mauritius. And during that World Ocean Day, we were able to exchange also with the officers from the ministry.
And also, it was like so eye-catching. Like these people, they don't know soft corals. They just know the corals. They don't even know if they're alive or dead. It's a little bit people. We are surrounded by the ocean, and some of the people are not know, or some people don't have the opportunity to know. They are just busy with their own life.
And I think aquariums are definitely
a good medium
to educate people about the richness of our ocean, to really fall in love even more with the ocean and to preserve the ocean.
Actually, also with this busy life, we said it's a good way.
We have been fighting to so far to get coral into aquarium, but it has been near impossible with the authority, with the current legal issue.
Yeah.
So after 2017, after the launching of our marine concept in Mauritius, it has been a very steady growth. People
starting to know
us, and they had this idea that saltwater aquarium is very expensive. And then
it's complicated.
But then we said it's not that complicated. There's new technologies, there's new knowledge, and we try to make this hobby a little bit more affordable
and
also.
reachable for people.
But when we started, we hadn't yet reached the hotels of Mauritius, because we think that aquarium in a hotel in Mauritius would give a lot of value also. So we got this opportunity to participate in an expo, in a hotel expo in 2019, and we were lucky also to have Florian Schuran of New Wave
sponsoring the tank.
Yeah, he sponsored us the tank, and he said, hey, he will be in Mauritius, and it's a great thing to have aquariums in the hotels, and they are part of groups that can they can invest in sustainability, future projects about the ocean, because
our local company, we just wanted not only to provide us just aquarium, but it was at the end of the day, at the backside, it's still like we want to do restoration. At the backside, we want to use that fund to be able to give back to the ocean. Yeah. It's still there.
We said earlier that corals has been a problem, which is still actually to have a permit, but we got the chance to we met a group who were having, it's a big group about Mauritius that I'm not mentioning, but they had a project since a while about having a museum, like an oceanography museum in the south of the island. And it was amazing timing, because we met some of the officers that work for this project, and they came to us and we met, we had a meeting, and they said, hey,
it's a good opportunity to work on, because they are also going green and they want also to do culture, right?
Funny enough is they never heard of us.
Yeah, but we was on the local market, it's been like only 2 years. People are starting to get into us that we are the professional seawater here, that we are the one that you have to be trust us.
So in the end, after we met them, after a few meetings with them, I realized actually that they didn't have a real clear image. They wanted to have aquarium for people to visit,
but they don't know the pathway.
And after meeting us and all the experience I had with public aquariums and all, and I said, hey guys,
this is the step to do.
You're making a museum, and education, sensitization should be your priority. And they were actually really, they are a company that is putting a lot of emphasis on sustainability. They want to make the village where the hotels are in a very sustainable green village. So it worked so well with our aquarium concept, and we came up with a project, and they wanted to have aquariums with live coral. So when we told them, hey guys, if you are making a project on coral, you need to have special permit. So we went to the ministry, and at that time there was some changes also in the ministry.
Yes.
When we went to ask for a special permission for educational purpose, and luckily actually, and when we showed them the
project, the new people, the new minister, I should say, was very keen to support this project, and we were able to have authorization.
They were very responsive, and when we told them that we will be able to reach people, show them all the coral species in the tank, how it's growing, because people don't have an idea what we have. And
actually
in 20, 30 years, people who don't care enough, they won't even know what we had. So we will lose everything due to climate change. So this project is the first. So we will be having reef tanks.
We actually made a presentation at the ministry, you know, proposing and telling them what is the Triton system, how is this important, actually, what is the importance of a schema of those parameters of the water, what is important,
system that really works, and
the lights, why are the lights important?
So project got approved, and we were able to get the project. We started all the procedures end of 2019,
but now it's on a stop, and it's on a pause mode because of the COVID and
so
everything is on pause.
We haven't been able to finish this project, but this project probably I think
so the project is a good initiative for the future, I would say.
But at the moment, I have to say that after the COVID started, locally it's been really difficult for us
locally, and even export. You have seen the export chart earlier where it has declined. Last year we made one export, this year we made only one export. Locally the work is not good. So this is actually, the journey is now, it's starting to get into the red zone. As you can see, even the colors are getting into the red. But it's been really good, the growth from the startup, marketing, meeting people, connection, participating at MACNA, into Zoom, very enriching journey, very you get new ideas, you meet new people.
And we have a lot of ideas because we want to stay in this hobby.
We love this hobby. This is our passion. We want to save this. We want to show the people. We want to share it. You know, we have seen the ocean, we have seen the fishes, we have seen so many variety of fishes. And now I feel so bad we don't find it so.
We feel like we can contribute as people who
of the industry who can save,
because I think people from the industry are doing amazing work. If we think about
we want to that's we want to end up in a very how do I say, positive way,
optimistic
because
way.
The theme actually is supporting equitable trade. The supporting equitable trade, we have found it that in the industry, a lot of people, a lot of brands, they support each other. That's a way, that's such a nice way.
It's not competition.
It's not competition. It's like my brother was telling me, oh, someone knows that he speaks French, and you just say, oh, can you talk about him, that you know, and it's just an exporter from Kenya.
I'm willing to help.
And this is good, you know, you help each other. It's not about competition, it's about bringing out the good, what we have, the good out to the others,
and respect all the guys are doing the right job.
We still think that coral projects, we want to bring out the coral project in Mauritius. We have been able to I think prove ourselves as eligible, as trustworthy, as knowledgeable enough to be able to grow more in this industry.
So the next step, so with the hope that the COVID will be over soon, the post-COVID soon,
we can move on.
So the next step as a exporter, I would say fish breeding is definitely the next step. So we are using this platform, the MACNA platform. So we are requesting any future collaborators to maybe have the chance to come to Mauritius, work with us, and be the first pioneers of fish breeding in Mauritius, because I think we need to sustain the the hobby and sustainability is fish breeding about
so hopefully we can bring in fish breeding, coral culture,
and
one of the good positive thing was that for me to be able to join the Triton team officially. Now I'm in the support team of Triton. They gave me the opportunity to join this really amazing team. Ehsan and Julian, they've always been able, and even Linda, they always been like, how can we help you, Meneeka? You know, because they know I've been through decline after 2016. The past 2 years it's been even worse. So they came up with something that they can help, and it's something that I love. Meeting people, helping them, and it's still something in the industry.
And I have an interesting project also. I have been approached by an NGO, and they have how do we say? They have adopted Jamie's work, so they are willing to do reef restoration, but using Jamie's
ex
situ system, coral reproduction in land-based system
in Mauritius.
So Jamie is also looking forward to help us, help this NGO, and I will be providing them my knowledge in land-based facility system. So we are very optimistic for the future.
Projects.
I would also say a big shout out to my good friend Tan Hoff, because he has been one of the guys that I've been inspired for when we're talking about reef tanks. It's like a brother. When we first met, it's like, oh, we know each other for so long, and we are just barely meeting. So I would recommend his book also, because that's one of his book, The Reef Aquarium.
Yeah, it's a nice book for anyone who's a beginner. It's really nice for who wants to start up an aquarium.
I think it's a very reliable book for anyone who is starting in this hobby, and even for professional. I think that this book stands strong. And there is a volume 2 which is still in Dutch, so I hope he will consider having an English version. But yeah, great guy, and for people who are in Europe, they will know Tan Hoff, and he's one of the guys that has been pushing me and being a better version in this hobby, you know.
Yeah.
So again,
yeah, we should say we have been really thankful. We've got the opportunity to have the visit of late Bob Fenner and his wife Diana. He came by to meet us in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, when he was doing dive adventures.
We didn't want to miss the opportunity
to say that we were really lucky to meet him and spend time with him. He's such an amazing person, really. And we are really thankful and grateful to everyone on that list. I'm sorry if I missed someone, but really every one of you, Ehsan, Jamie, Vincent, Lemon,
so many
Koji,
people, but it's like
Julian,
a family, and those people just looking as a name make us want to stay in this hobby.
Yes, you guys are so encouraging to us. You always come back to me. I know Dom, Joe, Tan Hoff, Michelle, and Dr. Craig, Mark.
So many amazing people that are doing great things about the hobby.
Thank you very much, everyone. Chris Klein, sorry I missed you. Thank you for your humble attention. I think together we can make the change. Together we can support and associate ourselves with sustainable practices, how to get that equitable trade really nice. I think it's a good industry. It's out there, people. You people are so nice.
We look forward to share even more good news, good things about the hobby, good things about Mauritius. Maybe you guys want to visit us.
We are here to come, and my father is a really good cook. I also cook well. He also cooks well, but Dad is a really good cook.
If you want to contact us, we have left our email.
Or you can also contact us by social media. We are very accessible people. I'm not that bad, actually.
All right, guys, that was it. So
thank you very much for listening to us. Thanks, Kevin, Dr. Kevin.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much, Sagar and Meneeka. It's just amazing to see your story and what everything you have done and what you guys want to do in the future. I was going to ask, and you've already mentioned, like, who do you want to reach out to have reach out to you? you know, you have the world watching right now, and it sounds like you've already made so many international connections. It was great to see those photos and to see you guys being able since 2014 to travel the world and make those connections. But yeah, this is going to go not only live on MACNA 2021, but it'll be available to our viewers afterwards. So potentially years from now, they'll be able to watch this. You know, who do you want to have reach out to you? Do you have anyone else you want to say, like any certain location?
Yeah, actually, I've already reached out to Tom Bowling from Bath.
But I think if Tom Bowling is definitely, because because Biota, they also have this concept of aquariums, you know, educating people with aquariums.
This is it, educating the local people. You know, this is what Tom is doing. But
if you, for example, you know someone who is willing to venture in Mauritius, maybe you can tell them about
I know Vincent is really good into coral culture, or the people from ORA, as by the way, Vanessa, Jordan.
I think if you're talking about corals, I think we need to approach it from an NGO foundation approach. But I think the marine breeding, I think, might be a bit less hassle, because when we're talking about coral culture, they have always been reluctant.
The government here has been very reluctant with corals.
Once we put like a commercial aspect to corals, that's a red flag for them. So I think the coral part, we keep it more from an NGO point
of view.
But then the marine breeding of fishes, we can in the Indian Ocean. This I think is very interesting.
That's the future anyway. Everybody's doing breeding now. I think it's really good, because the number of fishes has really decreased. My father, sometimes he go out fishing and he's collecting less and less, because the fishes that we need we don't find them anymore. Like the yellow belly hepatostang, we don't find them like before.
Yeah, we've seen our dad's journal when he was writing all the amount of fishes.
Yeah, back in the 1990s when he was writing.
Even the gem tank at that time. He was selling one, I think 25 years ago, I think $2. That was his selling
price. We have kept it. My mom was the one who would. We always have records, you know. And actually, there's even the gem tank. Actually, it has decreased. We don't find them anymore. It's no more the fish from Mauritius. Mauritius are known for gem tank. Now we don't have it like before.
And you know, you can't say that we are overfishing.
No,
because we actually collect fish only in very small area of Mauritius. So it's basically only the north, and we don't go in the west, because in the west there was Daniel Pellichet, and he wasn't even collecting that much. He was even more, you know. It was just a few fishes.
When you say you have the ocean out there, but it's so limited, because some places there is the marine park, which is prohibited. Some you have to travel sometime 1 hour, 2 hours, and what if you go there, the water condition is not good.
Yeah,
that's difficult. Well, you heard that their email address is omarineworld@gmail.com. And as Meneeka said, you can contact them on Facebook. They'll be happy to get back to you there. If you guys have a question for them now, you can go to macna.org/questions, and you can type your question in there. Just click on their names, and then they'll be sent to us, and we can send it to them. Hopefully they'll be available today at the end of the day for the live Q&A. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being speakers at MACNA 2021.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Really nice.
Also a honor for us.
Thank you.